Singapore is known for two things: an extremely low crime rate and impeccable cleanliness. For this reason, it is considered a distinctive tourist destination for many travelers. However, if you plan to visit Singapore this summer, it's essential to take into consideration these peculiar laws imposed by the country. But before we start, don't forget to support the channel by liking, sharing, subscribing, and activating the bell icon to receive all the latest and useful content. Let's get started. Firstly, singing in public places. This may sound strange to you, but it's true. Singing in public is illegal in Singapore as it's considered disturbing to the people. Violating this law could result in a 3-month imprisonment or a substantial fine. Secondly, connecting to someone else's Wi-Fi network. Using someone else's Wi-Fi network is defined as internet and electronic communication hijacking in Singapore. Doing so may result in a minimum 3-year prison sentence or a hefty fine of $10,000 or both. Therefore, do not consider using another person's internet connection without their knowledge in Singapore. Thirdly, feeding pigeons. It may not seem like a criminal offense, but one of the peculiar laws enforced in Singapore is the prohibition of feeding pigeons in public places. Singapore imposes this fine as a deterrent to prevent pigeon droppings from littering its streets and maintain cleanliness. If caught committing this crime, you could face a financial penalty of $500. Fourthly, smoking in public places. Smoking in public areas and vehicles is against the law in Singapore. This law is enforced to ensure a healthy environment for residents and parkgoers, as well as to protect non-smokers and the general public from passive smoking. You could end up paying a fine of $700 if caught lighting a cigarette in a public space. If you insist on smoking, it's better to do so within the confines of your own home. Fifth, selling gum is illegal. Chewing gum is allowed, but selling it is illegal in Singapore. You could face up to 2 years in prison or a fine of $100,000 if caught smuggling gum into the country. Don't ask me for the reason. I've searched extensively and haven't found a single reason for prohibiting gum sales in Singapore. Sixthly, spitting in public places. Spitting anywhere in public is considered a serious offense in this country. It is illegal to spit in markets, cafes, on the roadside, etc. You could be fined a minimum of $1,000 if caught in the act. Seventh, and finally, flushing the toilet. One of the proper behaviors is to flush the toilet after using public restrooms. Imagine forgetting to do so in Singapore. In that case, you would be required to pay a fine of $150 with no excuses for forgetfulness. If you've reached the end, that means you enjoyed the video. Don't hesitate to support us, and see you in the next video!